and welcome back to part 2 of the Britechester Dormitory. Foxberry and Ubright versions are available once I upload it to the gallery. We just keep going with the room we ended on last episode, or last part. It's not really episode. The only things missing are some pictures on the wall and all that stuff, some decoration. As I said, this is a room for kind of a normal student, which does not have a really specific major, kind of. My now not psychology major anymore, lived in this room. And here I go, just doing the second kitchen, which is a little bit different from the other one. And as I said in the last part, you really have to think about playing in this slot because it's really big. You maybe have to just empty out the second story, that was right, or the first one, how you'd like it, because they tend to take something to eat out of the fridge, maybe even the fridge out of the dorm mates or roommates' fridge, and go upstairs to sit on a table, even though that table is fully functional. It's not my fault for building it too close to a door or something. It is functional, but they just won't do it. They just like to go upstairs, take a little walk to sit down and eat their food. And here I'm decorating the second bathroom. I was thinking putting a botanist in this apartment. I wasn't just thinking, I did eventually, and it worked out pretty fine. I like the room very much. I think it is one of my favorite rooms so far. Not so far in the end. Just clutter everywhere, flowers everywhere. I try to do my best, but with the expansion packs that I have, there's not a lot that I can do. There was a little stutter in the recording, but now it's fine. Here I had my artistic major or drawing major. I don't know, art major. I used some things that you eventually unlock in the game when you play some careers, but I like the look of it, so I used them. No negative coming from this. I really like those rooms, this one and the one of the botanist, because there are a lot of things that you can decorate it with, and it really has a nice look to it, and you really see what kind of person lives in this room, because there's really a lot. Like, there's a mat to put under your drawing corner that you don't get the floor dirty, which is a nice detail. It is really nice having that in the game for something like that. I wouldn't really use it otherwise because I never think of it, but it's nice. And for the room of the botanist, there are petals that you can put on the floor as kind of details, which is really nice. And I didn't know that these existed, but I found them and I was really happy. In this build, I'm going a lot back and forth because I'm finding stuff in the debug which I would have liked in a room, but I forgot or I didn't know, and then I go back and just edit quick, and then I go back to what I was building beforehand. If you think this room is bad with pictures because there are a lot, just wait until we come to the history major because his room is basically just a big old painting and nothing more. We're wrapping things up, I think. I was trying to find something in there, and I eventually did not put anything in there. I would have liked the plate with fruits, kind of, the stereotypical art thing. but in the end I didn't because it looked really bad. And here I'm trying to figure out how I wanted to have the paintings look. I like these. I like these scribbled drawings. Same thing, trying to figure out how to do a hallway, which I think is okay. It's not the best that I've done, but it is nice. I like this one on the door, and a lot of flowers here and there, and I eventually put this out because it was too big for the room, and I wanted to have at least a desk in every room, so that they can clutter it full. This is something that annoys me, and it's not even really for me. Like, when your roommates get into the rooms, they just put stuff on the place where their laptop or their homework would go, like right in the middle. There is a lamp to their right or left, and they would just put another lamp in the middle. I have no idea why, and I don't know why the game or EA chose to let them do this, but it's fine. As you can see, I'm all in cluttering again. There are really some nice details you can throw in this room, because I don't know why, but EA really thought about the gardening thing, also with Eco Lifestyle, which is really nice. Seasons and Eco Lifestyle have really nice gardening things. But I think my favorite gardening gameplay is in The Sims 2. They have a greenhouse, they have a lot of things that The Sims 4 did not include, which is kind of sad, because I mean, The Sims 2 are existing. I don't know why they just do not take inspiration from that. I mean, they did bring back the loading screens, but this is not what we wanted. The loading screens were a thing that we did not want. Also, I understand that they cannot give us everything, because they just have to take things out so that it doesn't get as laggy as Sims 3. Don't get me wrong, I love Sims 3, I really do, but it was laggy. If you do not have a really, really good computer, it will not run smoothly, and this is the case with my computer, and I hope when I get my new one that it will work smoother and better, so that I really have fun playing it again. It was my second Sims game. I did play them in order, so started with The Sims 2 and at the computer of my mom when I was 8, and then went to The Sims 3, which I hated at the beginning. I played it, or a friend of mine played it when I was there at their house a lot, and I hated it at the beginning because it was different, you know. I was used to Sims 2, and Sims 3 was different, and all of the building, the builds and the create a sim, everything was different, and I just didn't knew how and what to do. But eventually I bought the game for myself because I learned to love it, and here I am now having the 3 games. I even have Sims 1 somewhere here in a box, but this one is kind of old and does not really want to install on my PC, so I have to look into this when I want to play that again. Yeah, I did not say anything about that room. I skipped a lot because it was just decorating and putting paintings up, but the room before this, I mean, this is obvious, it's like kind of a sport major. Does something like this exist? I don't know. And before that, I thought about someone who likes music, doing their own music. I don't think that you can study this in The Sims 4, but we'll just go with the vibe because it just fit. I don't know why the sports major and the music major live together, but they do. So good for you is that you can choose your own room. You're not getting one. You can choose for yourself. Oh, and I really like this room. I like the vanity, and this is kind of a how do you call it, actor, makeup artist, how you want, actually what you want. So I was thinking about an actor, but a part of the room does also scream makeup artist. I do understand, but when I think about makeup artists, I usually do not think about pink and all that stuff, weirdly enough, which is not weird because I don't want to get into this topic, but there is no color scheme for genders. I hate that. I hate people who say, you're a boy, you have to wear blue, and you're a girl, you have to... No. I wear what I want, and I wore black for half of my life, and there's nothing wrong with me. Nothing severely. Anyways, here we come to the history major. I like this room. It is full of clutter again. At some point I cut away stuff a bunch because it's just me putting up some paintings and rearranging things how I would like them to look. And this is just a really simple one, a bookcase, something to sit on. It reminds a little bit of the standard room downstairs, but with a lot more paintings and books. There's a lot of more books. He's living with the makeup artist slash actor major, and I have really no idea why I put them together. I was just, these were my ideas and I just put them into some rooms. I did not really think about combining them. So also what I did when I played in this, I test played slash played in it. I really gave all of my roommates their own beds. Like, I chose who was in which room. I just did not lock the door because that was a lot of work, only for my flat. So moving up to the community lot, I wanted to have a cafeteria. Disclaimer, it does not work. There's no one coming. It says breakfast at 7 and lunch at 12. But as soon as you get to 7 a.m. or 12 a.m. p.m. You cannot click it anymore. So again, I'm jumping around a lot here because I'm changing a lot. I'm just doing something and then I redo it about 5 or 6 times, and it's really annoying. This is why the video got so long, and because of I mean, it is a big lot. It is. There's a lot of things in there, and I hope that when I get my new PC that also this one will work just fine, which it didn't for me. Could be that it works better for you. I don't know. I don't even know if you want to download this, but I'll upload it as soon as I get my internet connection on my computer running. I thought of a community corner, like here you can sit and chat, and there will be computers and these research machines that came new with this pack, and there is a ping pong table. Unfortunately, I just didn't think that this bubble thing fit into the vibe. I mean, it's still school related building, so I guess something like this wouldn't really fit. At some point I opened up the one wall to the other room and made it kind of a hobby skills room. I know that robotics is not a skill set of the U-Bride, and that art is not a set of the Foxbury, yeah, right, Foxbury, but I still put them in there because you can major it anyway, but just not with the special special thing. I don't know what it's called. Upstairs are 2 toilets, one for the men, one for the women. I hope that I made it big enough for it to fit a lot more toilets, but it didn't. So in the end, just 2, but that's enough because you have a whole functional bathroom in each of the apartments, so it should be fine. The wallpaper was really, really hard to do because I am really uncreative when it comes to wallpaper, and the colors just don't speak to me that The Sims or EA has given The Sims. It's just, I don't like them very much. I'll always go with the same one. I'll really never branch out with those things. Or I play around a lot with this TV thing because I did not know what I wanted. I wanted a TV kind of for fun because I realized that no one had a TV in their apartment, but I kind of didn't fit. I know that there is a TV at the end. I just put up a small one there because the main thing you are doing there is talk, I suppose. And yeah, here's a little study section. I mean, it's open, so it won't be as quiet as you would like it to, but still, with 8 Sims in this whole build, it's not really, there are not really a lot of people. Also, I changed my settings of Sims being in a zone at one moment to 5, I think. So there's not more than, there will never be more than 5 Sims. So even the 8 Sims, no problem, because there are no 8 Sims. Always 5 or less. This works for my computer. It could be that you can play with 10 or even less than 5, but I found that 5 works for me, and it's a bit annoying because when you throw a party, for example, first the guests need a long time to arrive, so the party is going like 2 hours already, and then the first guests arrive. The party is almost over, the guests come. And the next thing is when you invite someone over, sometimes it's just so buggy that they won't come. Same thing when you play in these dormitory kind of things. When you have it set to 5 or less Sims, you can't really have someone visiting you because obvious reasons. There are also already 5 Sims on the lot. Because of that, you won't get visitors, which can be nice if you hate visitors like me sometimes. I mean, I love the parents, but they're calling every day and they'll be like, oh, can I come over? And you're like, dude, I'm studying, like, I want to get good grades, which is kind of not. What is up? Why did I not cut this out? Hell, I watched this whole video and did not notice. Nice. I think it's not that hard if you take 2 courses at once and not more. Maybe 3. I think 3 is also not. Is also. I'm sorry, something cut away the audio, and it could be a bit laggy from here on. I will try to fix it, but if I can't, I'm really sorry. I just don't get them just keep watching to the video, do what they are supposed to do. If it really bothers you, or in time, because they have to sleep, they have to eat, and I don't like them eating the fast food all the time. So I really like to give them real food. But then you have to move to a community lot to get them food from the cafeteria, and it's really a bummer that this one does not work, and that you can't put up a grill or something on this lot for having fun. It's not all about eating, but it's also about the fun that they're supposed to have. Or the community. I would like to have a grill evening with my roommates, but apparently the Sims don't. So, and it's also not really logical, is it? I don't know. I've never been to a dorm. I never saw that. I don't know what they look like, what is allowed, what is not. I put up a a bubble machine without the chairs. I think they just sit in front of it. And yeah, here's a lot of cutting around video material because it was just too long and it was just going back, changing things, and now I just do some little touch-ups. We're nearing the end of this video, and I would just say that you watch the rest of this video without me commenting it, because there's not a lot happening here from here, just doing some landscaping, and that's it. As I said, the Foxberry and Ubright versions will be available once I uploaded it to the gallery. And with that, I say bye until the next build or video. We will see. Bye.